In a rare display of defiance, hundreds of Palestinians took to the streets of Beit Lahia in the Gaza Strip on March 26, 2025. These protests, an uncommon sight in Hamas-controlled Gaza, signaled a deep-seated frustration with the ongoing conflict and the dire humanitarian situation. The protesters, weary of the relentless cycle of violence, voiced a powerful message: Hamas out. The demonstrators, many of whom have lost loved ones and homes in the conflict, carried banners expressing their yearning for normalcy. Enough displacement and homelessness, some signs read, reflecting the immense toll the fighting has taken on their lives. Others held placards demanding an end to the war, a plea for peace that resonated with their chants of, "We refuse to die." These protests were not just against Israel but also a direct challenge to Hamas's rule. This eruption of dissent underscored the growing discontent among Gaza's population. The residents of Gaza, trapped in a cycle of violence and suffering, are bearing the brunt of the conflict. They are caught between Israeli military operations and Hamas's control, their voices often unheard amidst the geopolitical complexities. The protests in Beit Lahia, though quickly dispersed, were a testament to their desperation and their yearning for a different future. Hamas, a Palestinian Islamic organization designated as a terrorist group by several countries, has maintained a tight grip on the Gaza Strip since seizing control in 2007. This control, often characterized by authoritarian tactics and the suppression of dissent, has limited the space for political opposition and free expression in Gaza. While Hamas justifies its rule as a necessary measure to resist Israeli occupation, its iron fist has stifled dissent and fueled frustrations among the population. The recent protests in Beit Lahia were a stark reminder of the simmering discontent beneath the surface. These demonstrations, rare in their scale and boldness, highlighted the deep-seated yearning for change and the growing dissatisfaction with Hamas's rule. The protesters' demands, an end to the fighting, a return to normalcy, and implicitly, a change in leadership, challenged the status quo and exposed the cracks in Hamas's authority. Hamas's response to the protests was swift and predictable. Reports indicate that Hamas members quickly moved to disperse the crowds, silencing the voices of dissent. This reaction underscores the challenges faced by those who dare to challenge Hamas's authority in Gaza. The suppression of dissent and the lack of political freedoms have created an environment where expressing opposition can be dangerous. The protests in Gaza unfolded against the backdrop of a renewed Israeli military offensive. This latest operation, launched following the breakdown of a 2-month ceasefire, is part of a long-standing conflict fueled by security concerns and historical grievances. Israel, citing the need to protect its citizens from rocket fire and dismantle Hamas's military capabilities, views its actions as essential for its security. Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz, in a video statement addressing the Gaza protests, issued a stern warning. He emphasized Israel's resolve to continue its military campaign, vowing to intensify operations until its demands are met. Katz called on Gaza residents to demand the removal of Hamas and the release of Israeli hostages, framing the conflict as a battle against terrorism. However, the ongoing conflict has exacerbated the already dire humanitarian situation in Gaza. The coastal enclave, home to over 2 million Palestinians, faces chronic shortages of essential supplies, limited access to healthcare, and widespread poverty. The recent escalation in violence has only deepened this crisis, leading to further displacement, casualties, and suffering. The protests in Beit Lahia, though swiftly suppressed, offer a glimpse into the complex realities of life in Gaza. They highlight the deep-seated yearning for peace, the growing frustration with Hamas's rule, and the devastating toll of the ongoing conflict. The future of Gaza remains uncertain, caught between the aspirations of its people and the geopolitical realities that shape their lives. The international community, witnessing the unfolding humanitarian crisis, faces growing pressure to address the root causes of the conflict. A lasting solution, one that guarantees security for Israelis and Palestinians alike, remains elusive. The path forward requires dialogue, compromise, and a commitment to peace from all sides. The courage of the protesters in Beit Lahia serves as a stark reminder of the human cost of this protracted conflict. Their voices, though silenced, continue to echo, calling for an end to the violence and a future where peace prevails. Only through a just and lasting solution can the cycle of suffering in Gaza be broken, and the aspirations of its people for a better future be realized.